You know what? Let me go get my Bluetooth real quick. And we're back. Y'all, it has been one hell of a fucking week. But today, I don't know, I just got hit with like just a wave of like optimism and happiness. I was gonna say, sorry y'all, I think my breakfast is still on my face. Yeah, it was really cheesy. If you see any cheese on my face, hey, breakfast was good. I don't know, I just got hit with a wave of something, and I feel really positive and happy, and you know, I have a good feeling, and I feel good, and I'm expecting something good. I don't know. My first thought was, oh, my meds are working. Oh, but this morning I did wake up with sharp, restrictive pain in my chest. I still got a touch of it. I've had it before, but this morning it just hit me just so randomly, like just out of nowhere. I haven't had this in a long time. Trying to decide if I need to carry myself into somebody's emergency room or I don't know. But yeah, like I feel really good. Last night, I guess I slept okay. I don't remember dreaming or anything. But yeah, realized today is 8/8. It's the Lions Gate or whatever. Lions Gate is open or something like that. If you know, you know. I don't know too much. I just know the significance of the 8/8 portal. There you go. You can look into that. Made the last little bit of my coffee, and I'm only saying that because I have no more creamer. I feel pretty good. I hope I can keep this same energy because of what I gotta do later. And yeah, you know, one thing I'm still trying to remind myself is to stay in the present, stay in today. You know, don't worry about tomorrow and what's coming. Everything works itself out. You know, right now, when am I not in the middle of something? That's just my life. Um, yeah. Um, anyways, I'm happy. That was the whole basis of this video. It's just, I'm happy. Um, even in the midst of this storm I'm going through right now. I fight and I kick and I scream and I cry and then I get this a wave of calm, whether that's because either subconsciously I am just surrendering or my meds are working or I don't know. But I'm grateful for when I get like this. Like I said last night, and it kept getting reconfirmed over and over again, the needing to, you know, release the past and basically everything I was saying last night. It kept getting, I kept getting confirmation, reconfirm. What? Well, anyways, yeah. So as I was doing my, I did different meditations, you know, before ultimately settling on my regular thing that I listen to. And it was mentioning the same thing. I'm just like, wow, okay, all right. And then even back on like me saying, I miss who I liked who I was last year. I don't know, in a way I feel like a part of, well, it felt like, because I don't know, I don't look at it, but I was thinking, well, why do I like myself from last year so much versus now, or miss, or whatever. I got to thinking about it, and I felt whatever. I don't know. I'm back and forth on it. I'm not judging myself, but I feel like a part of me last year, or whatever, you know, last year, anyway, my past self, had like an innocence that I feel like I don't have anymore. And it's a me thing. I don't really know how to explain it. And I hope my hair isn't, because I know last night when I had this thing on, I had both of my earbuds on, but I had my silk cap on, and it was covering my ears. And then, you know, I'm moving my head while I'm laying on the pillow, and so that is what all that was last night. And I'm listening and listening, whatever, and I'm just like, oh God, this is horrible. And then you hear what I'm playing in the background, and I'm just like, yeah, this is gotta be annoying. Anyways, yeah, I feel like I had an innocence in that time that I don't have anymore. But I look innocent. There's nothing innocent about me. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it because that has always been me. Don't let the little innocent face fool you, because behind it is like 10 demons just waiting to be let out the box. Yeah. It's Friday. It doesn't feel like it's Friday. Like my whole week has been thrown off, just dates wise, and just the days, and it's always something about August. What's you looking at me like that for? Do you know August? Hope it wants to say hi or be nosy. This is the love of my life right here. Mommy love you. Mommy love you. Mommy love you. Mommy love you. You want a snack, huh? I don't have one right now. Go. No. Mommy's working. Hey man, don't be embarrassing me now. Let's see what I started. This is my big baby. My big fur baby. And he's spoiled. He's really smart, hard-headed, but very smart. He knows a lot of English. Don't speak it much though, but he will talk back at times. Yeah, this is my sweet baby. Mommy love you. Mommy love you. This dude could sniff out some tears before they even happen. I was having a moment, and he got to sniff in the air. Like, I'm just like, I know he can smell these tears coming. Like, I'm fighting him. He just And then he get to all licking my hand, because usually I start wiping my face, he'll like lick the he'll lick the tears off my hands, and he was trying to get to my face and all of that. And I appreciate him for that. He's been around. Like one time I was having a gallbladder attack, and he was right there with me in the bathroom. I'm like, oh my god, I feel like I'm about to pass out. And like, I know that he would not be. Everybody in the house was asleep, and I don't know if he would, what he would do if I would pass out. Would he go and bark, you know, try to get somebody's attention? I don't know. And very recently, you know, I was like, let me see what happened if I lay on the floor here in the bathroom at a rug. Like, what happened if like he kind of whined a little bit, but then he just kind of laid there with me, and I'm just like, well, one thing for certain, he is not going to abandon me. You know, so it's just me and him on a desert island. I would pass away. He probably wouldn't eat me. He probably would not. He would probably just sit there and shrivel up and die too, out of hunger, because that's all he do. He was born hungry. All he wants to do is eat. He'll betray me for food. But that's Bo Bear, and I love him dearly. But anyways, yeah, so I'm waiting for something, I guess. Bird just flew by. Also, the version of myself that I keep referring back to, just very spiritual, you know, everything, synchronicity signs, everything. It was like the best part. Now I'm just like a watered down, cautious version of that. Like I said, you know, I'm slowly coming back to it in my own way. Like even the 333, that still pops up very randomly in the most random of places. And I'm just like, okay, all right. Because for me, that number is very significant, very, very significant for me. Like I didn't, you know, they're angel numbers, but you know, I'll never forget when they finally did bong hit me that this your shit right here. And yeah. God, it's like so much I want to say. And I just, now, was that appropriate? Here, is that appropriate? Not that it's anything inappropriate, but I'm a ball of emotion right now, but it's good emotion. I'm like, it has nothing to do with my period, even though I'm like day 3. I feel like I've already been on my period for like several, not several, I feel like I've already been on my period for its duration. But yeah, still trying to decide on this. I don't know. I don't know if this is stress. I don't know if this is, I don't know. You know, I've never really had any serious health issues. You know, the most serious thing I think I might have had was just the gallbladder stuff. Just got reminded about something. Alright, well, I feel like I'm just rambling. My coffee's cold. Usually, I tell myself, well, if the coffee's cold, don't drink it anymore, get rid of it. Because I was like, okay, I need to really cut back on this plant. Oh my god, y'all. The other day, I was at somebody's house. Oh my goodness. They had very beautiful plants. And I noticed their monstera. I used to have like a little baby monstera. It died maybe about a year or two ago. I was so sad. Monsteras are they're, from what I've read, and this is on my own experience, they're hard to keep happy. They were, you know, tropical plants, whatever. But the lady, had a very beautiful monstera. I was kind of hoping maybe, I was like, oh, let me compliment it. Maybe she'll give me a piece. Nah, that didn't happen, but it's okay. Right now, it's okay. I don't need to take on any new plants because the monstera, I was always on it, kind of, yeah. But, you know, hopefully soon with the right accommodations and support moving. But anyways, yeah, so I was just complimenting her beautiful plants. And then she was telling me how she played jazz for them. I'm just like, I know that's a thing, you know, keeping, you know, just music playing and just a soft atmosphere, talking to your plants, loving on them, watering them. Oh God, that was like an excellent pastime for me back in like the COVID quarantine days. Oh my goodness, you talking about loving on my plants in those times. You know, I was working from home, so I was always around them, and it was awesome. It really was. It was a good time. I mean, not to make light of, you know, the seriousness that was going on in the world at that time, but in my version of all of that, I was okay. You know, I was definitely always giving gratitude and just being grateful and, you know, going through some shit even then, but, you know, just grateful for, you know, what was going right and what I was able to do, and, you know, just things working out, and yeah. How did I even get on the topic of plants? But anyways, yeah. Back when I was working from home, definitely had music playing. At the right times, of course. Music playing, you know, I just kept my home a vibe, and um, yeah, it was such a good time. I need to give this plant some coffee. Coffee is good for certain plants. Coffee, music. I accidentally poured cranberry. Well, it was some cranberry juice, but it was watered down with like ice or something, and accidentally poured it into one of my plants here, and it turned the water red. I'm like, what's going on? I was like, oh, I thought it was just water, but anyways, my plant is doing just fine. Matter of fact, like it's reaching, it's reaching. You know, it was doing very, you know, very good, but yeah, you know, anyways. And the easiest plant to take care of is a pothos, which people mistakenly call it an ivy plant. I don't know why. Even the lady whose monstera I was complimenting, she was calling her pothos ivy plant. And you know, I looked up the two, and I'm just like, no, they are not the same. But maybe it's a Texas thing. I don't know. Because anywhere else, I haven't heard of that. Okay. All right. I'm definitely rambling So I'm gonna go ahead and what? No, don't come over here. I said what? No, don't come over here. All right, yeah, I think I'm done. I'll get at you later, I guess.